guys, it's Fiona from Eventide Reads, and today we're here to talk about my first anime video. And the anime I've chosen to talk about today is the new Sailor Moon reboot, Sailor Moon Crystal. So we're up to episode 10, and I thought this would be a good point to stop and reflect on what I think of it so far. Let's start with the opening. I absolutely adore the theme song. I think it's a perfect choice. It's really catchy, it's really poppy, it's very much what is current in Japan, so it's become very popular, and it's by a very popular band. I absolutely love it. The opening sequence itself, if you actually watch the opening sequence and then watch the music video for the actual song, I prefer the actual song's music video because the animation quality just seems a little bit better. I have a thing about the 3D models they're using in the show. Probably a lot of you will have noticed if you've watched it. In the transformation sequences, they go into 3D models rather than being 2D, and in times they're a little bit clunky. I was really looking forward to the Sailor Moon Crystal reboot because two of the directors, I think they're both directors of certain bits, were from a series that I love called Puricure, and they've just started using 3D models as well, but their 3D models seem to be that little bit better. Sailor Moon seems quite clunky, especially in the opening sequence at the end. Her hair just doesn't seem to move correctly. So I've just got a couple of qualms about the 3D modelling, the fact that it didn't really need it. It would have actually been better had it not had 3D modelling and they spent a bit more time on the actual animation. In a lot of the scenes, the actual quality of the animation isn't very good. There are scenes where eyes are not quite correct, chins are not quite right, or the chins are just really insanely pointed and just do not fit and do not look right at all. Same with Luna, sometimes her face is a bit off. I like the stylism of it, how they've taken a lot of the original elements from the original Sailor Moon manga and run with it and tried to adapt it to an anime, but I think they could have done it a little bit better. Even if it had still been more like the old anime, that would have been okay. Just the style they use sometimes is a bit off and doesn't quite sit right with me. For the actual storyline itself, I'm very impressed. They are following the manga extremely closely. Yes, there are the odd changes here and there, but that happens when you're making some kind of translation from paper to screen. That's inevitable. Being a big fan of the original manga, I'm really impressed with how closely they actually followed it. So we're up to episode 10. I'd say we're nearly halfway through probably before what was originally Sailor Moon R. Actually, no, we're probably closer than that. So I don't know if Sailor Moon Crystal is going to be just Sailor Moon the original, or whether we're going to also cover things like the Sailor Moon R. But yeah, the Sailor Moon R is when Chibiusa makes her appearance. I'd quite like to see what they do with her character in reboot, because she wasn't quite right in the original either. But in comparison to the original, it is a very, very good upgraded reproduction. I mean, sometimes the animation of the original was pretty shoddy, and there were points where it was just completely flat colour and the faces were a bit odd. But saying that, a lot of the facial expressions used in the original anime closely matched that of the manga. They don't have the same sort of extreme facial expressions in Sailor Moon Crystal as they do in the manga and the original, which I think is a shame because Usagi is a character that requires a lot of facial expression because that is just who she is. She has these crazy sort of things that happen to her and her face just goes but it's not exaggerated enough at all, I think. And I find that a lot with sort of Rei, especially because she doesn't seem to be a similar character than what I was used to seeing and reading about. She seems a little bit more aloof. I don't know, it's like there's supposed to be some sort of anger or fire behind her, and she doesn't really have it. The other characters are not so bad. I really, really like Minako, Venus. Her character is really, really, really well portrayed in the Sailor Moon Crystal version. Overall, I'd say I'm still enjoying it. I'm still watching it when it comes out, and it's definitely worth giving a go if you're interested, but it's not my favourite anime. Shame. It had so much potential, but it was delayed so much. But I will definitely be carrying on watching it, and I'm sure I will give an overview opinion when it's finished. Well, I hope you guys like my first video today about anime. As you may be able to tell from my waffling, this is a big passion of mine, and I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into talking about more anime and manga in the future. So I hope you guys hang around my channel, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! In a lot of the scenes, the quality animation, oh my gosh, I can only remember the English names. My brain has suddenly gone blank. Oh no. Chibiusa, there we go.